What's going on, guys? So hopefully you saw that the topic today is on meal plans and recipes, and I will start by saying that I love when you guys share that stuff in the Nude Nation page. I think it's awesome. There are some things that we'll talk about later about why maybe you haven't been able to share it, but whatever. Keep doing it. And the reason is I want you to understand that Nude Nation is set on being the best at what we do. Nutrition coaching. I would love to be able to offer all the recipes, and people have asked me about workout plans and programs and things like that. And sure, it's something I could do, but I would rather singularly focus on making sure that your macros are set correctly and that you are understanding how to put the foods that you love into play. If I can help you understand how to make your mother-in-law's famous muscatoli recipe and actually work it into your day, or if I were to start putting out recipes and you're like, Chelsea, I do not eat shrimp, and I'm like, well, I eat anything that swims, so maybe you should try it. Or if Molly and Andrea and I told you guys what we eat every day, you might be like, oh my gosh, I'm so bored with this, and we love it. So if we had this templated plan and you went for a couple weeks and not only did you get bored with it, but maybe you went out to dinner and what we had for you wasn't on the menu, what would you do? So instead of trying to be the expert at all things, we want to be the best at macros and nutrition coaching and letting you understand how to work the food that you love into your day, right? So if you've heard our story before, Andrea and I both worked with the same nutrition coach, take that lightly, at some point, and he gave us a templated meal plan. And so I was like, all right, followed it to a T. I'm pretty easy. When you give me something to do, I'm like, all right, these are the objectives, these are the things I have to do, and I just go for it. Well, any wiggle room outside of that, I didn't really even understand the basics of protein, carbs, and fats, and what he had in my plan to understand how to maneuver that. So what if I could help you learn how to do that? Or maybe, it's really awesome. I'm sitting here in Florida and we have a bunch of clients in Oregon. So again, I eat anything that's shrimp. We are known for jumbo shrimp here in our area, name of our baseball team. And you guys are eating elk and buffalo and raising pigs and doing things like that. Or, I moved here I'm originally from here anyways, but moved here from St. Louis, where there's St. Louis style pizza, which is way different than the clients that we've had that have, Chicago deep dish and things like that. So even looking at locally, how that we can look up things and help that apply to you, right? So sure, could we do everything all in one package and charge for it and whatever? Cool. But how about we just do one thing really well and we all share different ideas? These, what are they? MFF meals and things like that, or different recipes. I've never been a recipe person, right? I'm don't really do them. So go to someone who's become the expert on great tasting things, follow their lead, and then let us help you put that into your day or learn how to have leftovers. I have a friend that was talking about they've been making these fantastic meals at home, but they don't want to have the same thing the next day, or they end up eating the entire thing when the servings are for 6 just because they don't want to waste it. Well, what if you learned how to have those leftovers the next day and know exactly those macros for it, right? So hopefully this helps you guys kind of understand why there are things that we do and don't do, and that the big message is that if that is all available and that's someone else's wheelhouse, let our wheelhouse be coaching you and understanding how to apply it. So I've been, kind of itching to talk on this topic for a while. And then I appreciate you guys sharing recipes in there, because I think it's cool too. I'm like, hey, the macros on that are awesome. Let me figure out if I want to try it someday, or I'll earmark that. I've got recipes earmarked forever. I'll probably never make any of them. And so I'm not going to tell you guys that I'm the expert on it. But, with our nutrition coaching, there are some recipes that I've put out to help you more so understand how to do it versus, I know I put out one about muffins and those muffins were terrible. I even had that in the email. I'm like, yo, don't make these. They're not good. But this is how you would actually learn to measure it out and put the macros in and make it work. So yeah, keep sharing, keep lifting each other up. I love that. If you guys have workouts that you want to share, cool, do that. I even pay for programming, and I'm a level 2 CrossFit certified coach that has been taught many times how to do programming. Not my cup of tea. I'd rather someone just tell me how to do it. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys have a fantastic Wednesday, and keep sharing. Let me know if you have any comments. See ya.